Hey guys, what's up? It's Jay, and in this review I got the Sony 18-135mm OSS kit lens from Sony, and I'm going to use it on the Sony a6500, and I'll show you lots of sample photos and video in the real world so you can see if this lens is, worth the money and the range, It's got a really good range on it, so let's see how it holds up in the real world. You're a silly goose. What's happening? I got the a6500 and the 18-135mm lens mounted. It's at 18mm right now. I can't see the screen, so hopefully the framing is okay. And I'm hand holding. So just taking some quick footage here so you can see what it looks like. This is in 4K Super 35mm mode. And I'm at 24 frames per second and 100 megabits for the bandwidth. Again, I'm trying to hold it as steady as possible. Get into the car. Got leaves all over my car here. Hey guys, what's happening? We're in the field here. I'm at Chrissy's garden. Just drove up on this. We're gonna check that out real quick and I'll see what kind of photos I can get. Alright guys, so the garden shoot went pretty good. I got a couple decent shots, I think. So now I'm walking over to this cool plane. Check that out. Nice little stream here. So I'm just hand holding here, just trying to show what kind of stabilization we got going on with this lens. Looks pretty good. Let's see what it looks like on when I'm done, Alright, so it looks like the lighting is starting to change in my favor. And behind me there, we got some geese. There's a nice little park-like area where you can sit and stuff. I'm gonna see if I can get some shots of the geese. I also wanted to just mention that this lens has a minimum focus distance of 1.5 feet. So you could really get some really good close-up shots with it. They do not seem to like my presence. They're on the move. Another thing I'm noticing with this lens so far is it does feel kind of plasticky. There's not much metal build on it, so as I'm zooming in and out, it does kind of have a little bit of a cheaper feel. Although the focus ring does feel quite good, the lens itself is kind of plastic feeling, you know what I'm saying? So it makes it much lighter weight, but not that killer build quality that you might be hoping for. But the price point is relatively low considering the range and optical quality. It does have some really high quality lens elements inside, and based on the photos on the back of the camera, they look really sharp, and the out of focus area looks quite good as well. So again, we'll get a closer look once we see them on the computer and all, but for now it's looking pretty good. All right guys, so on the front of this lens we have a 55mm thread, okay, and I got the variable ND filter from Hoya. So I'm gonna screw that sucker on here and I'm gonna go check out some water. All right guys, I'm in the car. I was on my way to drive to the waterfall area, to get some silky water shots, but then I drove past this cool building. I'm just gonna take a couple of quick shots of that and then I'll head to the water. Alright, so in the lab here, I just wanted to show you a focus transition test. And I was just using the touch screen. So I was touching on the, quarter, and then touching on the left-hand side. And you can see the focus tracked and transitioned really nice. You can see the bokeh balls in the background. And here's just an aperture run. Just wanted to show you how the aperture changes when you stop it down while recording video. And you can see it goes all the way to f/36. Alright, so really quick, I just wanted to go over the lab photos, and here I have the lens profile enabled in Lightroom, and you can see the results are really good. 18mm, zoom in, see the sharpness is pretty darn good. It gets a little bit soft there in the corner, but right around here I can see the sharpness comes right back in there, and looks good. Now if we go to 50mm, could zoom in there. Check out the clarity. Looks very good. And you can see the detail on the crayons and the color. And this lens has really good color and really good sharpness overall. It doesn't quite compare to the Zeiss, T-Star coating that those lenses have, but that's why this lens costs what it costs. Some people might complain about the price, but when you see the actual performance in the real world, it's like, no. There's a reason why they priced it at $598, because it really is that good. So here's minimum focus distance, and at 135mm minimum focus, about 1.5 feet, and you can zoom in here, check out the clarity on that quarter. It's really good, nice and sharp, and you can see the bokeh balls look pretty nice and round there, wide open. Now when you stop it down to f8, you can see the bokeh balls kind of octagon out a little bit due to the 7-blade aperture. When there's more blades, it'll be more round, like 9 blades, it would look more round. And here again, you can see the octagon is a little bit more severe at f11. Alright guys, so one last thing I wanted to show you was just this autofocus, manual focus switch here on the side. So that's a nice feature, so you don't have to go into the menu to turn it into manual focus mode. So it's nice to have a physical switch here. Some lenses don't have it, but this one does. At the end of the day, I must say this is a great lens. It's, fairly reasonably priced at $598 considering the range. That is it for this review, guys. I really hope you got what you were looking for. If you liked the review, please give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Comment below if you have any questions, or you have this lens and you want to share your experience. I'd love to hear it. In the description area below the video, if you open that up, you'll see all the links below. So if you want to learn more about the lens and you want to see, the best prices and things like that, all that information will be below in the description area. So be sure to check that out as well as the link to my Sony E-mount lens guide, where you can find all the current Sony E-mount lenses available. Be sure to subscribe, like me on Facebook, check me out on Instagram, Google+, Twitter, and of course the main website, SonyAlphaLab.com. Catch up with you guys next time.